They go play action here on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throw left side to Higgins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver.
You a Ravens fan, Butter? Well, okay. So this is we division foes then. The Ravens is the only team that scared me in the division because of just that running. Yeah, man, that's gonna be crazy. Now, if he can just become just a little bit more accurate, he'd be deadly, bro. All he have to learn is how to be accurate on slants and quick outs. He'll be all right, man.
Receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb, and flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
I have to tell the refs not to rob me on my home field, you know what I mean?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Mayfield off the play fake. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Take four. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
Landry, bro.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Especially to no little bone dude like John. You know what I mean? He ain't got no hit stick badges, you know what I mean?
Right now, let's go. Ready? Double time, double time. Hey. 4 down.
They run. Chubb. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 48, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Kings.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Baker got a cannon, man.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm in the whole playbook.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, snap. I can't pick nothing. Hold up. You can't even call a timeout, huh? That's some bullshit. Let me see if this delay a game. If it's a delay a game, I'll decline it. Hold up. Can you move now? There we go. Let's go.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 58, right over there, right over there. 58, right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. Mike 53. 53, Mike. Look at that. Still got night-night. Still got night-night. Check, check, check.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Save me some time.
Ready. Touch the outlaw.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it. And it's 6
I hate this nigga. I hate this nigga.
He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
I don't need my quarterback to do all that.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
That know what they doing.
That's a drive killer
so
right there. Not a really confident throw either.
Method.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Bruh.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments.
You played nice, man.
Fundamental football.
Nice.
Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Should have played nice, man. Should have played.
This is taking about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go.
Respect the GOAT, man. You know what I mean?
heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Alert 33. Run. Hey, turn it out.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's got Njoku over the middle. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
King. You got tight right there. Alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Bro, get rid of that, baby. Get rid of that.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
It don't look good, fellas.
Available there for him.
Don't look good.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a
Not
little.
look good
And when
right
that
now.
happens, guys have a tendency
back.
to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Came out here.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson on 1st down.
Why won't they let me switch on here?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson finds Roberts left side. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
We about to settle
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it in this situation. He decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
48.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Crouch. 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 Kill. 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 36. 51 to go.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Your opponent is experiencing a foul. What's going on?
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And so close, he gets it to the
bull.
Out of bounds right there.
Isn't it, my nigga? You know it. That's some bullshit, bro. Like, get out of here, dog. Like,
going to be when he said he had to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Ready out here, man.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? From the gun, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Hey, Marcus.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry! Real.
Watch the eye.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be
that's
incomplete.
A penalty.
Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13.
That shouldn't have been able to be made anyway.
Looks like a smart one.
Cross your body like that.
We're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
180!
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, check 24. Pistol.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Let's go, baby.
He hits Landry. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, Marcus. Beckham 6.
1st down, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure
I double,
what
you call it?
Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
Bro, that's a catch.
Down he goes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. 3rd down here.
180. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Run. Check hot route.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Coverage.
Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Okay, just like that.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
11 yards there, 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
I'm about to say what, it's still frozen?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Baltimore.
Set, ready. Touchdown. Mike, watch the run. They're running it. Six, get him up. Six guys.
On first down, it's Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Flush to his right.
Let's go.
And look at this. They get the turnover. It's intercepted.
We needed that,
Picked up by
man.
Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, exit.
He's back to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Bruh, and look what happened. Bruh, they played me, bruh. No, I'm talking about now the play joint. We'll see. Yeah, basically,
and they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
How do you do that, dude? Hold on, recent plays. Okay.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Come get some.
It says an error has occurred in the following application.